So now, if you were to, there's certain, I'm sure, strategies that, I mean, you talked about a more curated approach, but being able to raise $4 million is no small feat. And if you were to give some, tips and strategies for
Mhm.
someone who has a product in the market, but is not clear on how to approach the fundraising process,
Mhm.
how would you advise them?
Well, cause I had pitched a lot before this and was really getting disgruntled. So I had met a lot of people that were really fans of what I was doing, thought it was like, wow, Barbara, this is huge. And so they, some were advisors, some were just mentors. And so people just started kind of, telling me about different things or apply here. I think they would do it. And so, the network that like I was building, even though I was getting all those no's, I was building this network, especially here in Atlanta where people knew me and a lot of them really supported me. And so, other than the curated list, because I think that's what changed the game for me is curating my list and not pitching to everybody, hurting my self-esteem and mental attitude, curating that list and only pitching to the funds that would, highly, more likely to invest in me. The other thing I would say is that the ecosystem, I was around people that helped me with my pitch deck. It started out rough. It was not the prettiest deck you ever saw. And so I went through a few incubator programs, accelerator programs, and they helped me with my deck. They helped me create a very professional deck. So I had this beautiful, I call it my $1 million deck, a multi-million dollar
Yeah.
deck, actually.
Yep.
So my deck got really good. A lot of feedback from a bunch of different people on what I should put in, and I put in kind of what everybody agreed I should do. And so I had a beautiful deck. And then I had coaching on how to pitch, because I'm a coder. I was very introverted, very shy. So, maybe I wasn't coming across strong as a leader. And so I did a lot of work on myself and like pitching over and over again to feedback and had different people coach me through it. And so, with those three things combined, my curated list, a beautiful deck and that confidence to where
Mm,
I went into these meetings with, okay, you can invest or not. This thing is going to blow up. And, that whole FOMO they always talk about, you're going to miss out if you don't want to get in on this. That's how I would go into these meetings. And so that was like
yep.
everybody was saying yes. They were either saying yes or like not yet. You guys are a little early, but please let me know when you raise your Series A because I definitely want to invest. And so that's what I was getting. I was getting yeses and not yet versus nope, no way this will ever work. That's what I was getting before.
Mm,
And so
awesome.
as I got those yeses, my self-esteem was like through the roof. And so I'm like, man, I'm pitching to everybody at that point. And I have I have a list of people that are like, tell me as soon as you start the Series A because we're not going to miss out this time. And they're lining up waiting for our Series A round. And I'm hoping that I'm going to
Look at
open
you. You got a wait list.
I got a wait list, open it and close it as soon as I open it again. And so so those three things is what I would tell them is you got to get, your confidence has to be up. You need to know that what you're building is a multi-billion-dollar idea. And you go into those meetings with FOMO. Like you guys, if you don't want to invest now, that's on you. You're missing out. I'm out. I'm moving on to the next meeting. And that was my attitude in my pitches is that, next, if you're not interested, bye. Okay, I got 3 more meetings today. So, next. And, I guess it came across that I was very confident about what I was
Mm,
doing. hmm
yeah. Oh my God, so exciting. So when are you raising your Series A?
It's probably going to be, right at the end of the first quarter of Q2. I'm sorry, 2023 Q1, like right around Q1,
Okay.
Q2. So early next year, we are having so much traction this year. I'm going to have to, raise a little sooner than I wanted to just to
Yeah.
kind of get a few more people on the team.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling everybody. I'm already starting to talk to some of them now because they want to meet already so they can be ready and they know how much we're raising so they can, make sure that they're going to be ready for the raise. But yeah, I think it's
Nice.
right around March, April of 2023.
Got you.